Hi everyone, bit of a different video this week. We're heading into Caleta because we've been asked to do a radio interview.
Yes, so Ron, who's one of the DJs for Real FM, is going to be talking to us, and we're going to capture some of it on the video today.
I'll try and find out when it's going to go live, and I'll be able to put some details on the screen for you. We're not going to be able to do a huge update around Caleta. We'll try and do a little bit of a walk around the bits that we can, but we are a bit pressed for time. We're heading on a little trip tomorrow. I also in this video want to quickly cover off the news from the UK government regarding the island policy and self-quarantine, just to give you a little bit of an update so you know what things are currently like here and what things need to look like in order for those restrictions to be lifted. So bit of an update video, a few things to get through. We probably better get going. We don't want to keep Ron waiting. We've arranged to meet Ron at the Pickled Palm. So this is the main road in Caleta. We've shown this a few times on previous videos, but I know people like to see it. It is very quiet, as you'd probably expect, not many people around. A lot of the bars and restaurants are open now, but particularly trade in the day is going to be very, very quiet for these places. It will pick up slightly in the evening, but given that the majority of visitors here are from the UK and Ireland, there's not many people staying here at the moment, so it is going to be quite tough for the businesses here for the next few weeks. We've made it to the Pickled Palm here in Caleta. We've got an exciting interview today.
We have, yes, we're going to be on Real FM.
We've been invited on to the local English-speaking radio station here in Caleta de Fuste. They want to ask us some questions about the YouTube channel, which is great. We've got no idea what we're going to be asked, but hopefully Ron will go easy on us. He's all decked out in the merch look for Real FM.
Which you can buy online, and all the profits go to Twinkle Trust Animal Charity. So
brilliant. They look after the animals on the island, particularly the cats.
Merchhut.co.uk, that's where you get our merch from.
Say that again.
Merchhut.co.uk.
Yeah. Brilliant, good little plug.
Yeah.
Tell everybody how they can tune in. We've got viewers obviously all over the world, but particularly UK and Ireland. How can they listen to the radio station?
Right, if you're on the island, lucky enough, FM 107.9. If you're anywhere else in the world, it's we've got an app, Real FM, ! You must put the exclamation mark in and look for our fantastic yellow logo.
Okay.
And there you can listen to us anywhere in the world. Or tune in, Real FM, ! So yeah, that's where everyone can get us. Obviously lockdown was people in listening to radio.
Absolutely.
So, we just carried on doing what we do. We've got now 19 DJs. Wow. Mostly from Ireland, but they all kind of do their shows from their own places of living, and I come here a lot to do the shows live, either from the boss's house or from the boss's flat, wherever I am at the time. And yeah, it's really good. I like being the face in Caleta. I like going around meeting people. And people say to me, "What's wrong?" FM, but they know the voice more than they know the face.
Yeah, of course,
they recognise the voice. And it's just great meeting people. And at the moment, the area needs as much help as it can get. So, if any bar wants me to advertise their entertainment or their opening again, just contact me via Facebook, Real FM, or the Fuste, and I will make it happen.
Brilliant. Right, well, we'll crack on with the interview.
Yeah.
I won't put the full interview on here because obviously people will want to come and tune in and listen. So you can let me know when it's going to go live. I'll put the details on the screen or down in the description, and we can let everybody know. But great to meet you, Ron.
No problem. Question 1. In 1952... I'm joking.
This is the Happy Centre. The Trafalgar had closed its doors a few weeks ago, but I'm happy to say that they've now found new owners and they've reopened again. Elba San Jorge Hotel, this is one of the ones that's open at the moment. It's offering like all-inclusive, half-board or room only. They've got music that's quite loud by the pool here, so we'll see how we get on. If on the edit it's quite loud, I might have to put some music over the top. There's a few people that are clearly staying here at the moment. There's some in the pool, around the pool, sunbathing. Not an awful lot, but obviously enough for them to be open. The Erezimar, which is this hotel next door, that was due to open on the 1st of September, but that's now been delayed until the 1st of November. So Caleta is fairly mixed at the moment. There are certain hotels that are open, but there are still some of the larger ones that are closed. But as you can tell, I mean, it's the middle of the day now. There's nobody really walking around, so it is very quiet, which is probably what we're expecting. And I suppose until the restrictions are lifted, that will be the case. So I'm sure you've already heard the news from the UK with regards to a change in the travel advice. They will now be able to look at data for individual islands, and they can assess travel advice independently from the mainland. Now this is great news. It's been something that obviously we wanted back at the end of May into June. Obviously the number of cases on the islands here has always been much lower than the mainland, so it always makes sense to look at it independently. Previously they'd said they couldn't do that, but now they have got access to the data. That's going to be reviewed every Thursday afternoon. So I thought it'd be useful just to give you an idea of the number of cases that we've had over the previous 7 days here, and then compare that to what the UK are looking for. So they're wanting 20 cases per 100,000 of population over a 7-day cumulative period. Now when we look at the numbers here for Fuerteventura for the last 7 days, this is the number of new cases. It was 14, 13, 14, 17, 6, 7, and today we had 12. So that's a total of 83 over the last 7 days. And when that's adjusted to take into account the population size, that calculates to 70 cases per 100,000. So you can see at the moment we've still got a little bit of a way to go to get down to the 20 threshold that the UK are looking for. But what I would say is that these numbers are trending in the right direction. So in the previous 7 days, the number of daily cases was a little bit higher. So they are coming down now that Spanish summer holidays have come to an end, and hopefully they'll continue to go down as well. It's also probably useful just to take a look at how the other islands are doing in comparison, because what they can do now is if the number of cases are still higher in, say, Gran Canaria or Lanzarote, the advice could stay the same for there. And then obviously if the number of cases comes down here, they could change the advice island by island. So this is potentially good news. So at the moment, the island with the highest number of cases per 100,000 of population is actually Lanzarote with 165. But that's very similar to Gran Canaria, which is 164. Then it's us here in Fuerteventura with 70 cases per 100,000. And then Tenerife are currently at 33. So they're not a million miles away from the 20 that's needed. The other one that's interesting is La Palma, because they're currently on 23. So that's very, very close to the 20 that's needed. So it could well be that they're one of the first islands that sees the travel advice changing. Sarah and I are actually flying to La Palma tomorrow. We're going for 3 nights, which is good. We're going to have a little break there.
Did I hear my name mentioned?
Yeah. I'm saying that we're flying off tomorrow to La Palma.
Yeah. And we're expecting it to be quite different to here. It's further away from the African mainland, so it's slightly cooler and slightly greener, we've heard. So,
yeah, much greener than here. It's very different. It looks absolutely beautiful. And we've not been before, but we've got lots of walking planned. We're going to take the camera, see the sights, so we will do a vlog whilst we're there. In fact, by the time you're watching this, we'll actually be there, which is strange how the internet works. But it could also be that by the time we're back, that travel advice might have changed for there. So the UK are saying that the island policy will only apply to places where you can get a direct flight from the UK. And La Palma do have direct flights. So TUI fly from Manchester and London. Obviously they're not at the moment because they won't fly against FCO advice, but potentially if the advice changed, they could restart flights. And EasyJet also have a winter service to La Palma as well. So that could be an option, and we can show people what the island's like.
See what you think.
But yeah, before we wrap up, we need to go and do some packing.
We do,
Yeah, and you need a glass of wine.
I was going to say, where's mine?
Well, I've got myself one. We wanted to just say a massive thank you. We are a little bit behind because of the way that we film the videos. So we've had about 2 weeks worth of people that have used the Buy My Coffee to say thank you to us, which is amazing. We really, really appreciate it. So a huge thank you. But we need to do some personal shout outs just to say thank you in person. So Morgan Harvard, thank you very much. Claire Connors, Sue and Alessandro in Dublin, Pete in Dublin. The Irish are loving us,
Well,
clearly.
You know, it's the red hair.
It's your Irish roots. Patrick and Martina Duffy, Stephen and Terry Wooler, Sharon Neves, Devon and Brian, Kevin, Christina Dowling, Sid and Bev Longley, and Mark. Huge thank you.
That's a lot of coffee we've been drinking.
It is a lot of coffee. We've saved a few of them for some wine tokens for our little trip to La Palma.
We'll have a few coffees in La Palma, yeah.
We will. But yeah, huge thank you. We really appreciate it. We hope you're finding the videos useful again. I know this week's has been slightly different just because we've had a lot going on this week before we're due to go away. But we've got some really exciting videos lined up for the next few weeks. So
yeah, watch this space.
Watch the space. If you're not already subscribed, go and hit the subscribe button, give the video a like, and we'll see you again really soon.
Take
Cheers,
care.
everybody.